Hello, good people. Welcome to my channel. My name is SHIYELIA in Korea. I'm so happy today that I'm doing a live stream with my face after a long time of podcasting. How are you, good people? I am good. Today I'm going to talk about foreigner problems in Korea. I did a survey last time and I asked it like, who wants to know about how students lose scholarships or problems encountered by foreigners in Korea. So I realized all the topics, two of them got 40%, 40%. The other part was others. So I'll just combine the information in one video. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. So I hope you're all good. Let me see. Sound check. I'm sure my sound. I always say I'm sure my sound is good. Okay, I hope my sound is good. I hope my sound is good. So anyways, let me just check just for the checking sake to see if the sound is good or not. And to do that, I need my earphones, but I'm sure my sound is good. Usually, it will just be sounding good. Or I have to wait to see if anyone comes and say the sound is good, then that will be good. Let me see if the sound is okay. So the purpose of this video is to motivate anyone interested in coming to Korea. That's number one. And the other purpose is, if you are a Korean and you're watching this video, please educate other Koreans that you give us hard time at times. Like some situations you get us go through as foreigners, they are not good. I guess it's a learning curve for foreigners, for Koreans too, because it's not only about us. We are like on the culture shock side, like as foreigners. That's why we are sharing these things that we don't really share every day. So the motivation behind the video is many students want to come to Korea and they are always asking how is life in Korea? Is it a good place? How about racism? All those questions. And sometimes for people like me, I don't invest in telling people lies. And I remember sometimes some people used to say to me, why do you say the real negative things? What about saying the positive? I'm like, the person will come to Korea and they will be shocked to experience the worst of what the things people sugarcoat. So that's the purpose of this video, to let you know of the culture shockers that will definitely come across when you come to Korea. Without wasting time, I'll put timestamps on this video. I'll put timestamps. Hello, Sister Amina Jill. Welcome. How are you? How was your weekend? I am good. I missed you all. Like, I missed live streaming, showing my face. And today I was like, I have to show my face because I miss everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Hello, Cool Gamer. Thank you so much for coming. Hello, Sister Judy. Miss Judy. Thank you so much for coming. So, number one thing is Koreans don't know boundaries. I've talked of this point many times over and over, and I can continue talking about this for you to understand that Korean people don't know boundaries. I'm talking of people who can ask you of the things that are so private that they want to know. They want to know about your salary, they want to know about your age, they want to know about your earnings, like your financial status, like do you own a car, do you have a house in your country. Those explicit things that you don't open up to anyone you meet just randomly, even though you know the people like interacting with each other every day, you can't just open up about your things like to strangers, like even not strangers, even someone you're working with. It's up to you to disclose of your assets, to disclose of uh, age to disclose of your, even about your family. It's just up to you as an individual, and that thing really breaks my heart, that if you open up to one Korean person and there are other people that know you, including that Korean, you just hear your story being told in front of you. They actually tell everyone about you. Like if you say you are rich and you have this kind of money, they will spread as it is in your face. They don't know secrets. So it's something that really amazes me. I don't know who gives them the strength to ask people uh, about their, especially about their finance status, like to ask someone like, how much do you earn as a salary? Like, if I tell you, are you going to increase my salary? Like, if I tell you, are you going to do anything about my salary? Like, why do I tell you about my salary? And the funny thing is, if you open up about your financial status, they never say anything about their own. Never. Especially the age. They can ask you your age and you tell them your age, and they'll be like, oh, you're so young and so and so. And then you'll be waiting to say, what about you? How old are you? They'll say, yeah, I'm shy. So it was easy for you to ask me about my age. And yet your own age, you don't want to tell me your own age. So why are you asking me in the first place? Like, why are you asking me? So some of the things really, if you stay in Korea for too long, you can maybe catch some feelings and get angry. Like me, sometimes I develop some angry bird kind of situation where if I just don't want to entertain your silly questions like asking me about my earnings, about my age, I just say I can't tell you, plain in your face. So some people will be like, oh, like they'll end up being shy. And then I will be like, if I tell you, are you going to tell me your own age? If I tell you, are you going to tell me your own income? You're not. So why should I tell you? Actually, what I say when someone asks me my salary, I say I'm a foreigner, I'm black, and definitely my salary is not equal to your salary. So there's no need for me to tell you my salary. I plainly say that because it really pisses me off sometimes. Like, really, this is one subject where I can want to talk about it. I can be cold and blunt and whatsoever and appear as if I'm not friendly, but this is the truth. Yeah. Hello, hello, Sister Elizabeth. Things are good. Thank you so much. I missed you all. I missed you all, good people. Hello, everyone from Sister Elizabeth. Hello from Sister Memo. Welcome to my channel. How are you? Welcome, everyone. So, yeah, me, I don't like being asked of my earnings, especially my salary. Why are you asking my salary? Are you going to increase my salary? And they will ask you, how much do you pay your rent? How much do you pay? Like in Korea, it's almost like they want to gauge, like, are you rich or poor, by asking you which floor do you stay? Are you staying in the basement room or fourth floor? Because in Korea, the higher the floors go, the more expensive the house is. So they will find a nice way, kind of hidden way to assess how rich you are. So I used to, previously when I used to stay in a third floor apartment in third floor. So whenever they asked me, which floor do you stay? I didn't know they were trying to gauge my financial status. So I used to say I stay in third floor. They'll be like, ooh, very rich. I'll be like, very rich? What tells you that I'm rich if I stay in third floor? So they expect sometimes always to hear a foreigner say I stay in basement, because they'll be like, yeah, they are poor, they stay in basement rooms. So anyway, I've learned that fake it until you make it. If you ask me and I don't want to answer you, I tell you the best answer you want to hear, and you can judge me that I'm rich. Yes, it's okay. Why should I feel vulnerable to tell you about where I stay and whatsoever? Like, I don't get it. So anyway, yeah, Korean people are a little bit nosy when it comes to other people's things. Yeah, that's number one thing. And number two thing, Korean people don't know boundaries. They don't know boundaries. Like, they don't know boundaries. I'm talking of if you have a child, if you have a pet, even you yourself, they can just find it easy for them to touch your hair or touch your groceries, touch your child, touch your pet without asking you. Why? Because you're a foreigner. Anything that they just think in their head, they just proceed to feel or touch, and yeah, they want to feel it, so they can't ask you. They just do whatever they want to do, which is so wrong. Like, what gives you the authority to start feeling someone's hair, to start feeling someone's skin? Like, seriously? Or even touch someone's baby, to say, oh, baby, smooth skin. It's not your baby, don't touch the baby. If we are friends, then I can understand. Not a stranger, we just meet in the subway. I don't know where you washed the last time you washed your hands, the last time you touched your nose, the last time yeah, and then you just proceed to touch the baby and say, oh, smooth skin to your baby. Like, I don't get it. I don't have a baby, but I know most foreigners complain about this. They just don't know boundaries. Touching the baby, touching the pet without asking, touching your hair without asking, and even touching your skin without asking. And when you show that you don't like it, that's when they start apologizing. Oh, sorry, can I touch? And the person already touched already, and I'm like, are you crazy? Like, anyway, I'm one African who says it as it is, so that other African people know what to expect. Even if you are not African, don't get me right. Even if you are not African, as long as you are a foreigner and you are not a Korean, chances are high that your hair will be touched. Yeah, your child will be touched, your pet will be touched. If you are buying groceries, they will touch your groceries. Some of them may even want to shop from your shopping bag. Yeah. Thank you for agreeing. Yes, they always want to touch us, but they don't want to be touched too. They don't want. Anyway, it's so hot. I'll put my aircon on and off. So this is one topic that I can do every year and give examples, different examples. And the funny thing is, there are other people also. They can know. Yes. They don't want to be touched, but you, it's easy for them to access you or whatever, anything you have. It's easy for them to access it. So sometimes if you sit in the subway or on the bus and you are 2 or 3 foreigners just talking in your native language, they will be even more louder than you, but they actually approach you or even start saying shkro, like you're making noise, but they are the ones who are even making noise in that bus or in that subway. So sometimes you just wonder, is it that they are saying we are making noise as foreigners, or they just don't want foreigners? Like, yeah, some things really puzzle me. Like, they really puzzle me. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, let me talk about these things, because these things are many, and I have to talk about them until people understand what they are coming for, if they are coming to Korea. When you get into a subway where you sit inside, sometimes maybe there's one seat for one person. The moment you sit down, the people around or next to you, they can all stand and choose to stand all the way, because they don't want to sit next to a foreigner. This happened early days when you first came, early days in 2011. This was happening almost every time. Like, so we used to travel as groups, foreign students. So when it happens that we get in the subway where there's one seat for someone and one seat for someone over there randomly, it means wherever the foreigner person, especially African, sits, the people on the next side of the seat just stand up, and not that they are getting down, they will just stand up all the way. Even if it's 20 stops, they will keep standing because they don't want to sit next to foreigner. So what we used to do, one of my friends, it used to really touch me, like, why are they standing instead of just keep sitting? So my other friends used to say, if they leave the seat, take your bag and put on the seat, take a book, put it on the seat, and sit so relaxed, like sit in a very relaxed way. Hello, Sister Spicy, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, so on the bus and the subway, that was the same thing. And sometimes if you go to a Korean restaurant, where you get inside, it depends with the shop owner. Early days, some shop owners, if they see that you are foreigners and you don't have anyone who can speak Korean, they may just show you in a way that you are not welcome. So before you even get inside, you just say, okay, excuse us, and then you leave. I remember one time, it was not a restaurant. It was a shop for clothing. The person we were eye shopping, me and my friend, and then the moment we started touching the clothes, she said, they are very expensive. So my friend was like, our Korean was little. She said, yeah, we have the money. Because me, I was already breaking off, like, if she said it's expensive, so why waste our time? So my friend said, no, we have to teach them that we also have the money. She said, yes, we have the money. She said, no, it's very expensive. She was even trying to make us know such a thing. So I was telling my friend, can we just leave? Because somehow I feel like she doesn't want us to touch her things. This of shopping places, I have realized it several times. It just depends with the shop owner. Some shop owners are kind of rude. Maybe they'll be on a bad day, kind of. Like when you get inside and start touching things, they come and start arranging again before you even leave. Like, you push clothes to the side, they will come and start arranging the clothes, and you'll be like, am I making messy on the clothes? Like that, she starts to arrange them again in your face. So for me, if I sense any kind of negative energy, I leave. I just leave. Like, even if I wanted to buy something, I can just leave. Even if I had taken something that I want to pay, I will put it back and leave. Because how can I buy from a negative energy kind of environment like that? So yeah, it really pisses me off. Yeah, that's bad, not fair at all. Yeah, so but some people, they actually love foreigners. When you get inside the shop, they are so happy. And I know whenever I go to shop, every place I touch things, if I stand there more than 5 minutes, by the time I pay or the time I leave, the shop will be full of customers who are buying. Like, it's something that I have noticed over the years. Whenever I go into any shopping place, like those small shops or at the market, the moment I stand, like just 2-3 minutes to the time I start paying, the crowd just come. So there was a time someone somehow dismissed us from their shop, and me and my friend were like, they don't know we bring customers. Anyway, let's leave. Because my friend was like, so then this means this person will never get customers. Because when we left that shop, we went to another shop, and the moment we started paying, the shop was full of customers. So I'm like, if someone doesn't like me, then it's to their loss. Like, seriously. Yeah, it's to their loss. I always see that when I go to any shop, by the time I pay, they will be already packed with customers. So yeah, thank you, sister. It's something that I have noticed over time. So if someone just show me negative energy when I'm trying to buy, I'm like, okay, I carry my blessings, I go. You don't want me to buy from you, it's okay. I can keep my money and save my money. So yeah, it is what it is. And I remember one time, COVID time, but this one I think it was just COVID time. Me and my 3 foreigner friends, we wanted to eat some meal. So those days they were saying, oh, restrictions, you can't come when you are more than 2 people. You have to come only 1 person or 2 people, not 3. We said, okay, we can sit 2 people here and the other person there. The shop owner said, no, you can't, because already I've seen that you came together, so you can't sit like that in this restaurant, blah 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 blah. And then we were like, okay, we get you. And I said, let's move and eat somewhere. Like the shop was even open that we could sit in a way where we can sit 2 people and the other person on another table. But the shop owner said no. And we were like, okay, let's leave. But when we looked in the shop, it was not us only foreigners who were going to sit as 2 people. Some people were even sitting more than 3 people. So I was like, what is this person talking about? Already in the shop, some people are sitting as 3 or 4 people, and us foreigner, they want us to just come 2 people only, not more than 3. I'm like, okay, I'm out. Then we went and buy at some international friendly store and then eat our burgers and left. We were like, Korean food for today is a no. So anyway, it was what it was. It was really what it was that day. So the other thing that is part of our problem as foreigners, when you go to the clubs, I'm not a clubber. If I have gone to the clubs, I may say maybe it was 2 or 3 times that I went because of my friends' birthdays. Yeah, when they really drag me to say, oh, let's go, it's end of semester, let's go, it's my birthday, just after party, dancing and whatsoever. So I went. Oh, thank you, sister. I'll keep on trying to do this kind of videos. Thank you. Please like the video. I see there are 2 likes. Thank you so much. I remember the clubs also, there are some parts during COVID time, they really strictly said no foreigners. Sometimes they will even go and write a certain race to say no, this kind of race, and another one. And they'll just write it in Korean that when you attempt to enter, the security guy will just tell you that, oh, sorry, we are not open or something, just to make you not get inside the shop. The COVID days where we experienced a lot of kind of discrimination, like that's when discrimination was really high, like it was worse. I remember people wanted to party, but how to party when the shop owner would say, oh, you're not dressed to suit the occasion in this kind of bar, we actually want people dressed in this kind of way, or whatsoever silly excuse they give just to avoid you as foreigners. Sometimes they can even say plainly that it's full or something, just to stop you from entering. But the moment they stop you from entering, you can also see other people just getting in without being stopped. So you'll be like, okay, then I'm not allowed here. They don't like foreigners. Yes, they don't like, but some of them pretend so much that they like us. But the liking will be the face, and inside the face, like backward, they are really cursing kind of thing. They can be helping you, smiling, but back inside they will be cursing you. It's really, they are two-faced people. Hi, True Mamle. Hello, host and everyone. Thank you so much for coming. So this information, it doesn't mean all Koreans are like that. There are those extremes where these things happen. It's not like every Korean is like that. There are those extremes, those extreme people who do not even compromise, who just set in their eyes that if it's a foreigner, I don't have to listen to them. Even if they have an excuse, I don't listen. They just don't care. Like, they don't care. That kind of I don't care attitude. Yeah, we have experienced it over and over and over. So anyway, other things, foreigner problem related things like jobs, I can't even say much more. There are sometimes, many times we have seen job posts where they say they are looking for Thailand person, Philippine person, Chinese person. They are looking for so and so nationality. I've never seen a job post where they are looking for an African. So it tells me in caps, like, this is not our place as African people. No matter how we try to be coming to Korea, if you are lucky that you come as a student, okay, you are lucky, welcome, and welcome to be a student in Korea. But if you want to come for work, like those part-time jobs kind of lifestyle, it's very rare to find them which are suited for Africans, where they advertise and say we want an African. Even when they say they want a Thailand person, it's not like a marketing job. It's like those dirty jobs where you don't even need to speak the Thailand language, where you don't even need to speak any language. You just have to lift the boxes and put them there. You just have to seal the tapes or quality control, something that doesn't require any proficiency of language. Like, you will be just like, why do they do that? Like, seriously. Oh, thank you, sister. True Mamle Spicy is greeting you. Very discriminating, yes. Spicy sit up, greetings. So yeah, that's Korea. So discriminating. Like, sometimes I try to brush it off. Like, over the years, I've stayed in Korea for 11 years, and people may wonder, why am I talking about these things if I've even managed to stay for 11 years? It's all because my aircon is not going on. I'm trying to put my aircon on. Anyway, it's all because I've stayed in Korea for too long. Like, I've come to be in a state where I don't care. If I sit on the seat and they don't want to sit next to me, I don't care. I can spread my legs and sit well. Like, if they don't want to sit next to me because I'm foreigner, it's okay, I can sit. They're the ones who will have the back pain because of standing or whatsoever. But me, I'll sit and sit and sit. I don't even have any need to go there. They can keep their jobs to themselves. Actually, if you are lucky, like some official jobs where it's like who cares about them? I don't even like them. Sister, I know. When I try to explain to some people who come to Korea, like, this is what we go through, some of them may think we are fabricating things. It's after they stay in Korea for a year or just 2 months or even 1 week, that's when they start crying and say, oh, you never said this, you never said this. That's why I share this kind of problem videos to people. Like, this is what we go through as foreigners. This is what we go through. If you have doubts, or if you think that whatever I'm saying, maybe I'm fabricating, just go on YouTube and look for the title, Foreigner Problems. You may find out that I'm even trying to say it in a nicer way. Some people really explicitly say the words or the things that happen to them. Like, yeah, so I don't sugarcoat. On my channel, I was like, if anyone foreigner, like if anyone Korean is going to follow me and hear me talk about these things, and they maybe choose to write bad comments, I'll be like, okay, bring them on, because this is what they do. Like, they need to also change. Like, they also need to change, because we are foreigners in their country. We are trying to earn a living. We are not here for for playing. We came to also study. It's even their country offering us jobs and offering us scholarships. So as another foreigner come in Korea, it's benefit to the country, not for you individual person who has some racism problem. Like, there are some people who can actually bet to say, oh, our company, we don't take foreigners from this country, or they may even actually say they don't like, they can actually just specify, we want people from this and this only, and this other continent we don't want, like those kind of statements. Or just you can see from the look of things that this company, they can enroll foreigners, but the chances will be slim to see other races. Not that people are not competent. People are competent, and people may even apply for the same job. There are some stories where some English teachers, black English teachers, look for jobs, and sometimes they may be promised the job, and later on they'll be told, we have actually found someone British, we have actually found someone Australian. They are told like that plainly, not to even hide them, to say, oh, you can be as a temporary teacher, we are actually looking for a British person, something like that. And you'll be like, what is this? So I know for English teachers, most English teachers have their own stories to say, but I'm just sharing this kind of part also so that people know what to expect. It's not easy. Thank you, sister. Thank you. I see you. Okay, you have a premiere. Oh, thank you so much, sister. And this topic, I don't want to be too long. Also, I'll stop it after 4 minutes because I want this video to move. If you're a YouTuber, you know what it means to have a moving video. So I'll put timestamps on my video, and I'll keep on writing the points of the problems that we go through as foreigners in Korea. Other things of accommodation and whatsoever, I've said them in my other previous videos. I think I'll list down all the videos related to foreigner problems in the description. So if you want to learn more things about foreigner problems, whether you're a student or someone who wants to come and work, or someone who wants to get married to a Korean, whatsoever, whichever way you will migrate to Korea, please check those videos. I have plenty of them that I've shared explicit content, and you know me, I don't hide. If it's salt, I say it's salt. I don't say it's sugarish to refer to something that is salt. So if something is bad, I would just say it's bad, because I don't benefit anything to say lies to people that Korea is good, oh, it's perfect, they like us, whatsoever, and yet I'll be telling lies. There are some cases where people don't really like us, like they feel like our presence is not good to them in some way, and it will be like, you are not the government, you didn't give us the visa like to come to Korea, so why are you touched about our presence? Like, we just have those short-term visa. Why get sad over someone who have a short-term visa, working and trying to earn a living, and your country is benefiting? So I don't get it. Bye, sister. Thank you, True Mamle. There's no perfect place on earth. So that's why I share the bad and the good. It's not like Korea is very bad. No. You should know there are the good things and the bad things. So get prepared or come ready to see the bad things, because the bad things are the ones which will make you go into more serious problems as an individual. You can actually go into depression depending on how people interact with you. You can actually get all those like mental health illnesses because of the treatment that you get, especially at workplaces, at school, wherever you may go. So that's why I always try to say plainly the foreigner problems as they are. Racism is there, it's there, but it's like the way it is expressed that you just know, this is rare season. So good people, I'm stopping the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me read the comments and say shout out to Sister Amina Jill. Thank you so much. Shout out to Cool Gamer. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sister Judy. Miss Judy, thank you so much for coming. Major shout out to Sister Elizabeth Motsepe, and major shout out to Memo's Corner. Thank you for your contribution, good people. Major shout out to Spice It with Onadia. Thank you so much, sister. And major shout out to True Mamle. Thank you, sisters. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I have to stop this video here. I am not intending to doing longer videos when it comes to my content now. If possible, less than 40 minutes is better. My watch time is now almost there. I'm left with less than 50 hours. So thank you so much for your amazing support. I appreciate you all. Have a good time. If you want to know more things about Korea, please let me know in the comment section. I'll prepare videos in response to your comments, and I can tag you in response to your comments. Have a good night, Korea. Other parts of the country, of the world, have a good day. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Thank you.